How can savvy regional and long-haul professional truck drivers maximize their food dollars and plan to do that? Hello, I'm Vicki Simons with TruckDriversMoneySavingTips.com, and I'm going to be sharing a couple of resources. First, let me mention that I am recording this from the studio in the home that Mike and I have, and we are very pleased to be here in South Carolina. We're starting to see just a little bit of ease in the temperature outside, and we look forward to the cooler fall temperatures. It's been a very hot summer here. Okay, if you get value from what I'm going to be sharing, please feel free to like it, comment, and share. If you have questions, please feel free to submit those through this page if you desire to do so, or you can get in touch with us through TruckDriversMoneySavingTips.com. Okay, so maximizing your food dollars is all about planning, and it can be a bit of an interesting ride for some professional truck drivers. And I must confess that the resources I'm going to show you are older and predate any sort of apps that you may have on your smartphone. I do not have anything to replace it with or any recommendations regarding that, but I want to show you. First of all, this is both of these are available through our free downloads page on our website. This is a blank calendar. It goes Sunday through Saturday, and there's enough room to be able to write in the month at the top, and in each little square there, the date that you will have for whatever month it is. Print out as many of these as you need, and enough room for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just real small writing there, but the thing about it is this will be able to help you. Now, what do you put on an empty page? Well, that's where this other meal selections page comes in, and I designed this based on the types of meals that Mike and I would eat in the truck, things that actually we like to eat at home as well. But anyway, it covers the following categories, all right? And you can, whip up something like this yourself based upon what kinds of foods you like to eat. But I have a breakfast category, a beef-based category, pork, poultry, seafood, cool meals, soups, vegetable-based, soy-based, pasta or dough-based, and alternatives. So, for example, under cool meals, a peanut butter and jelly preserved sandwich, sub sandwiches, chef salad with meat and cheese, mean pea salad, tuna salad, and chicken salad. So those are all variations of cool meals. Okay, we have various kinds of soups, and one of the things that you can do, buying a soup in a truck stop is probably going to be more expensive for you than going to, say, a grocery store, especially a discount grocery store. Okay, but the thing about it is you can also, if you have a home support team that does some canning, you can save a good bit of money by having your own soups or stews, canned in advance for you to take out on the road with you. Vegetable-based would be things like lo mein, stir fry and sprouts, beans, peas, chili or lentils, and falafel salad. All right. The pasta or dough base would obviously be things like macaroni and cheese, spaghetti and sauce, tuna noodle casserole, beefaroni or goulash, cheap stroganoff, lasagna, and pizza. Now, depending upon which of these products you make, which kinds of meals you make, they do or do not heat up particularly well in some types of appliances, or even they kind of cook kind of rough. Like we have found for in our experience that a pasta-based meal doesn't cook particularly well in a slow cooker, or a crock pot. So that would need to be cooked up fresh, and you could do that very easily with the kitchen kettle that I showed you the other night. So there are different types of meals here that you can fix depending upon which appliances you have in your truck, whether or not you have a battery connected inverter to power that with, or maybe even an APU. For example, a grilled cheese sandwich would most likely be cooked inside a one of those little lunch boxes, the little 12-volt heater lunch boxes, and lunchbox oven, I guess you might call it. We would particularly like to cook it in an electric skillet, There are different kinds of things here. So feel free to go over to the free downloads page of our website and put your name and email address there in the sign up form. Get the access to all of those free downloads, every single one of them. And I think you'll be impressed with what you find. Okay, but the thing about it is if you plan your meals in advance, okay, that's better than just winging it. Okay, well, I've got a loaf of bread and some sandwich meat. You know, that might work for you, but if you plan these things out in advance, especially if you're able to plan your stops out and you get good parking every day, then you might be able to do a little bit better with your cooking and your variety of meals that you get. Now, Mike and I would get bored if we ate the same kinds of foods over and over and over again all the time. So that's why we have such a large repertoire of foods that we like to get. Of course, we do have our favorites too. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't plan, okay, then you may be throwing that money away. There are a lot of people who throw out food that they prepare but don't ever eat. And we want to help you save as much money as you can, especially on your food. Food is one of the biggest expenses on the road for company drivers, those who do not own and operate their own vehicles, and there's a lot that you can do there. And we'll be talking about other kinds of meal preparation type appliances for keeping your food cold in the days to come. So, not seeing any comments, questions, or feedback at this time, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up by saying that I appreciate you being with us this week, and we look forward to starting a new week worth of broadcasts on Sunday. And that being said, we wish you safe travels and lots of money-saving opportunities on the road. Have a great weekend, drivers. Thanks.